Hey guys, what's up? What's up? Welcome to the channel, and for everyone who's new, look, it's me, Sean John, aka the Middleman CEO, and again, welcome to the channel. This is a channel about where I teach you guys to not do the work and to get paid to connect customers to businesses. And so if you're somebody that's ready to learn how to build a 10K a month business working about 1 hour per week, seriously, because we use VAs and processes and systems to do it, then go ahead and hit that free link that's going to be in the video description down below so you can get that free training, and I'll show you exactly how it's done. So let's go ahead and get into the video today. So what I want to talk about today is I want to give you guys, because I was thinking about this. What are we seeing trending in the news? We're seeing mass layoffs, not just a few layoffs. They are laying off tens of thousands of people just like that. And I come on here and I say, that's just the beginning. Why do I say that? Because first of all, if you are a white collar worker and you don't typically get your hands dirty, your job is not safe. I'm 99% sure you're going to lose your job. When? I do not know. Just as fast as technology can get there. I remember it used to be like a thing to have like a white collar job, work in corporate America. Now it's probably one of the most dangerous environments you can work in terms of job security. So if you watch this channel for any amount of time, you know there's no such thing as job security. There's job insecurity, but there's no such thing as job security. There's no jobs that's safe. Now, there are some jobs that are safer than others. So if you're a barber, for instance, until technology learns how to, do someone's edges, your job's going to be safe. If you're in a service business, your job's probably going to be safe. That's why the Middleman's business model partners with safe jobs, right? Safe careers. And that's people who are in the service industry. So if you're in the service industry, good chance you'll keep your job for longer. Again, there's never any guarantees, but look, if you're white collar, it's going to be hard. So what I did today is I put together a list of 10 signs, 10 brutal signs, if you see them, by the way, that you're probably about to be fired. You're probably about to lose your job. And most people miss these signs. So I don't want you to be most people. Again, this channel is not to scare you. I'm not here to put fear into you or none of that. It's not my job. This channel is just meant to inform you. That's it. So you can protect yourself. Why do I do this channel? Because I was homeless just a few years ago, more than once, and no one ever told me anything different. I just played by the rules, got what I thought was a safe, secure job, relied on that paycheck, built my life around it. And then when I lost my job, I had saved a little money like I was told. And then I went through all of that money, lost everything, hadn't gotten a good job back, and just struggled. So that's why I come on here and I tell you guys, don't trust these jobs. Never have one source of income. And never stack money in the bank for the purpose of just leaving it there. So if that's fair, we're going to get into it. Go ahead, hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Let me know if you're a new subscriber. By the way, I will respond if you put new subscriber in the comments. And again, if you want to start your own middleman business or at least find out more about it, put the word middleman in the comments below or just click the link in the video description below. I've decided I'm only taking just a few people each month because even though it's an easy business concept, I do work with you one-on-one. My students know that. So I'm always here. So I want to help you build your business, but it does take time to do it. So in order for me to give you the time you need to help you build your business, I got to do some one-on-one with you, which is fine, but that means I can't overwhelm myself. So you better move quickly. All right, so 10 brutal signs, and I'll probably add on a few bonuses at the end, but let's get into it. 10 brutal signs you're probably about to be fired, replaced, or made irrelevant. All right, here you go. And in no particular order, even though I numbered them, but just things that if you see these things, it's probably a problem. Write them down. All right, number one, You've heard a lot about DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency. Listen, if you hear the word efficiency in your job, at your job, in the meetings, whatever, in the whispers, in the break room, in the potty room, does not matter. If you hear the words efficiency, that's a bad sign, especially if the efficiency department is interested in you. That's a bad sign. They're not here to help, man. They are auditing how much you cost versus how much you can be replaced for. And that's the truest fact. All right. Number two, you're no longer in the loop. Right. A lot of that. By the way, let me know in the comments if you agree with this list or if you want to add to this list, because this list is for everybody. And if you want to add something to it that can help, say, hey, Sean, you missed this, add this because this happened to me or it happened to a friend of mine. Put it there so we all can benefit from your knowledge. So you used to be involved. Now you're not. Projects, meetings, team huddles, you're being phased out. Bad sign. Number three, and I'm going to go through them pretty quickly with respect to your time. So number three, you're being micromanaged out of the building. When a hands-off boss turns to you every night, who's normally hands-off, and now they're hands-on you every night, they're probably building an HR case against you. Is that fair? I'm just saying, I hope it's not true, but probably is, and it's probably not going to work out in your favor because you're not as productive as they need you to be. Or they're probably just trying to justify laying you off anyway because they've already made up their minds. Number four, you've been asked to document everything you do. Can you document, everything that you do for the day? What are you doing throughout the day? Can you start to document this, right? So that this isn't about organization. It's about systematizing your job. Or systemizing. That's a better word. Systemizing your job. So they could give it to somebody else. Oops. Number five, I'm big on this because I keep telling y'all this is just the beginning. That's how I know there's going to be a lot more layoffs because AI is going to replace a lot of jobs and AI is just being introduced. So AI tools starting to do your work. So if Jasper and Midjourney or Copilot or all that stuff is being tested at your job, there's an 80% chance, probably higher than that, you're probably about to lose your job to AI. They only need AI to be able to do your job. Think about it. If AI does your job, no days off, it requires no salary, no vacation time, no benefits, no insurance, no payroll taxes. It's always there 24/7. You can't compete with that. I can't compete with that. That's why I love the service industry. The service industry used to be frowned upon. Now it's the safest, if there is a such thing as safe. But now it's one of the best to be in. If you have a lawn care service, you're looking good for the next 5, 10, 20 years. If you don't, ouch. Number six, they just hired a cheaper worker. Now, usually this comes in the form of either immigrants into the country or someone working on the other side of the world, which is like the outsource. So there's either an immigrant. So if an immigrant comes in, usually they're willing to work for less. I say that if a college student comes in, just smothered by all this debt, they're willing to work for less too. So this is a real thing. Companies are replacing domestic employees with foreign workers who's willing to work for less. So you see a lot of that in the service industry too. That's why I don't compete with them. I partner with them. So I just hinted on this. Number seven, your company's starting to outsource work overseas. So you want 25 an hour? There's a guy in, I don't know, Pakistan or the Philippines who's willing to work for $3 an hour. You can't compete with that. I can't either. So platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, online jobs, people over there making, $4 or $5 an hour, and businesses know it. That's why they're going there. So number eight, your role was just outsourced to technology. It's kind of hints on AI, but Software can come in and do your job too. I call that like when processes get changed and it gets introduced to software that can come in and do your job. So if your job was, for instance, if you had a job where you would have to manually make a list of, or go through your system, make a list of everybody who you contacted that day and what were their responses, then software could come in and automatically grab that information, automatically categorize the response, or and then how soon until I call them back? When do we need to call? What do we say when we call? What was the reason they didn't buy the first time? Just all of that. I'm just giving an example. So when your role gets outsourced, just know that you are at the end. So performance reviews. I've heard a lot about this from friends. I have friends who watch this channel, so they've told me some things. I haven't been in the job force since 2020, and I never want to go back. That's when I started my middleman business, and I ain't going back. So reviews, performance reviews kind of come out of nowhere. So they're oddly timed. Like, where did this come from? I was not aware of this. Oh, it's just something we do. Occasionally we pop up and try to find out if we should be paying you or not. So they're not there to fix your problem. They're just trying to justify your exit. So you're out of there, essentially what's about to happen. As soon as they say performance review, you need to start looking for another job. So update that resume. Update it. So number 10, your workload decreases. A lot of times, they'll start passing your work to someone else. If it's not systems or AI, they'll just start passing your work to somewhere else. And they won't pay these people. They probably fired your friend or your coworker and gave the work to you without a raise. But suddenly there's less responsibility. And look, honestly, that's not a break for you. It's a red flag. You should treat it that way. All right, so that's my list of 10. Let me know what you think. I'll give you a couple more just to add as bonuses. Also, department budget was cut. When you hear about budgets being cut, somebody else is getting cut. When funding is pulled, you don't have much time left. You're asked, this is an insult, but it happens, you're asked to train a new person or a new assistant. Oftentimes, this person is there to replace you. Isn't that bad? Like, wait, you want me to train this person to replace me and then you're going to fire me? No, thank you. So if your replacement is shadowing you right now, and you got an assistant they're shadowing you right now, yeah, they're about to take your job. What about when a company announces a restructure or merger? Typically, that's a really good sign that optimization is taking over, and that translates to layoffs. So, but honestly, even if you're doing good at a job, it doesn't really matter anymore, because in this new economy, skills don't guarantee jobs. Leverage does, and so AI and technology and software has the edge, has the leverage, so that kind of leaves you out. So my advice, don't wait around to get fired, fire the system. That's right, do not wait around to get fired, fire the system. So again, I'm Sean John, aka the Middleman CEO, and I teach people how to earn $10K per month working 1 hour a week without a boss, without a team, and without you having to do the work. So if that's something you want to learn, I'm going to put the link in the video description below, in the first comment below. Click the link. Learn about a middleman business model. Keep your job if you got one. Thankful, keep it. Let's work in your discretionary time on starting your middleman business, so that when the day comes and you do lose your job, and you will, then you'll be able to take care of yourself. Not just sitting around waiting to get fired, blow through your money in your savings account, and end up broke and homeless. Don't let that happen to you. So, again, if this is something you want to do, put the word middleman in the comments below to get the free link, or just click the link down below. All right, guys, I got to go. Have a wonderful, blessed day. See you on the next video.